Good evening, class. My name is Benjamin Rios, and welcome to Comms 351, Week 10, Cognitive Dissonance. This discussion will jump right into a one rose and one thorn. One rose for me this week. I was able to fly a kite with my daughter for the very first time on Tuesday. Super, super grateful for that. I think that's killing two birds with one stone. In this discussion, I was amazingly grateful to break some generational curses. I think as a kid, I had this crazy yearning to just. I always wanted to fly a kite when I was a kid, and my stepdad never just took the time to do it with me. He was just completely donkey about it, right? So I'm super grateful that I was able to heal myself in that and do something nice with my daughter. One thorn for me, we had a huge scheduling conflict at work. It was such a headache. We actually had to contact the union. So that was a thorn. One thing I would change about my childhood would definitely be the dishonesty. My parents were huge, big, fat liars. Every chance they got, they would just lie. And it just it hurt me a lot as a child. So that's one thing I choose to work on as an adult with my children. My daughter, I'm really upfront and honest with my daughter about things. So that kind of helps me heal as well. Okay, so to jump into this this discussion a little deeper, the clip from Friends made me chuckle. That's the perfect way to explain social dissonance. But I'm gonna take a moment here to really break it down to you. So the issue here that people normally have, and we're all human. Eventually, we're all gonna experience this. Is we have a desire for internal consistency, right? So we always want our actions to match our belief system. And when they don't, we're put in this very awkward position. And it takes a moment for us to work through. And depending on how we work through it, definitely says a lot about ourselves, right? So ultimately, this cognitive dissonance is about a psychological balance, right? While a strong moral foundation might make some people less prone to changing their beliefs, it doesn't make you impervious to social and human behaviors and experiences, right? But what we have to keep in mind is it's up to us to morally work through that social dissonance to reduce that awkward feeling, right? In the Friends example, yeah, the coat looked good on her, but at the end of the day, she still wasn't able to justify it. The guilt eventually set in. She saw that little squirrel and was it cannot completely disconnect you from the dissonance. You see what I'm saying? No matter how hard you try, unless you're a complete narcissistic sociopath, right? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening to this. I hope you have an amazing evening. Thank you very much, and go Dodgers.